We are K&A Theatricals, a Broadway performing arts company, born in Hollywood, home in Georgia, and now international as the show must go online. We now present for you, When I Grow Up, a Broadway review.
My mummy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mummy says I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to be quiet. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case for population control. That says I should watch more TV.
Get out of it. Yes, sir, that's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Oh, are they good runners? Oh, let's put it this way, who wouldn't beat them in a race? No, sir. Yes, sir, they are good runners, sir. Oh, yes, sir, indeed, sir. So, how much exactly are we talking about?
Hooray!
Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I never learned to read.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. Stories. Who wants to hear stories? I mean, it's just not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'm gonna call you straight back. Would you please be quiet? I am trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this. It's your fault. You spend us into trouble, and you expect me to get us out.
You have upset me. I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening, you horrid little man.
And I'm gonna make us rich.
Ooh, rich? How rich?
Oh, very rich. Russian businessmen. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
That's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair. Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere. Well, all I can say is thank heavens Michael has inherited his old man's brains, eh, son?
Michael.
Well, I shall take your money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way you have spoken to me tonight.
This is all your fault. With your books and your reading. Why can't you just watch the telly? That's what your brother does. And look at how smart he is. Somewhere on a show, I heard that a picture tells 1,000 words. And so telly, if you bother to take a look, is the equivalent of, like, lots of books. All I know I learned from Kelly, this big, beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, baby, you can switch the channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter, folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertisements. Why would we waste our energy turning the pages 1, 2, 3? We could sit comfortably on our lovely buffaloes, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. All I know, I learned from Telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am. Take it away. You can't learn that in a silly book. All I know I learned from Kelly, what to think and what to buy. I was pretty smart already, but now I'm really, really smart. Very, very smart. Endless content, endless channels, endless chat on endless panels. All you need to fill your muffin without really having to think or nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out Ulysses? We can sit happily on our lovely faculties watching slightly famous people talking to really famous people. All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever a fella I am. Who the Dickens is Charles Dickens? Mary Shelley, gosh, she sounds smelly. Harry Potter, what a rotter. Jane Austen, and Boston. James Joyce doesn't sound nice. Anne McEwen, I feel like spewing. William Shakespeare, Schmilliam Schmakespeare. Moby Dick, easy grandma. All together, all I know, I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly what a very clever fella I am.
Television is a superfluous luxury that does not stimulate the intellect, unlike its predecessor, books.
What? What are you saying, boy? Are you swearing at me again? I'll tell you something. I am not having this anymore. You are being punished. I am going to send you away to school. Oh, I know just the headmistress to put you in your place. Agatha Trunchbull. Great, big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics. Throwing the hammer. Oh, imagine what she is going to do to a horrible, squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl! Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of that story. Like Romeo and Juliet, just written in the stars before they even met. That's law and fate, and a touch of stupidity would rob them of the hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. But tells we have to do well, tell, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do why not you. Mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong, keep out of reach of children. Oil violet hair tonic for men. Yup. In the slip of a ball, there's a sign of a wall. In the seat of a wall, in the creak of a floorboard, a song can begin with the flap of a wing. The tiniest moin catches the mightiest sting every day. Stop with the tick of a clock or escape. Stop with the click of a loop. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout, 'cause if you little you can do what not you. Mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But steady as mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm a special little guy. I am a princess, says I am a prince. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. And so you think you're able to survive this satisfy being a prince or a princess, you will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I've been trapped inside this cage for ages. This will make me count. But if I try, I can remember back before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I turned the pealing of the bell. Like you, I was curious, so innocent. I asked 1,000 questions, but unless you want to suffer, listen up, and I will teach you a thing or two. You listen to hear me here. You will be punished so severely if you stay out of line, and if you cry, it will be doubled. You should stay out of trouble and remember to be extremely careful. Why? Why? Did you hear what they said? Just you wait for present. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y? Just you wait for present. Oh, Matilda! They say she's gonna put me in the chokey. What's the chokey? They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into.
They say she's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
It's a place you are sent when you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you'd wish you stood. When the hinges break and the door is closed, you cannot see squat at the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
Well, hello, children. My name is Miss Honey, and welcome to your first day of school. Today we're going to be doing our times tables. Oh, Matilda, is it? Would you like to do your times tables?
One times 2 is 2.
Yes.
2 times 2 is 4.
Yes.
3 times 2 is 6.
Yes.
4 times 2 is 8.
Oh.
5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 2 is 12.
Oh,
7
my.
times 2 is 4.
Oh, my goodness, Matilda. Stop. How far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think. 8
All right, continue.
times 2 is 16.
Yes.
9 times 2 is 18.
Yes.
10 times 2 is 20.
Oh, my
11
goodness.
times 2 is 22.
Oh, Matilda.
12 times 2 is 24.
Matilda, that
30
brain
times
of
2
yours.
is...
Oh, wow, Matilda. I'm going to go and see if I can get you in the next level in school.
When I grow up, I'll be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. When I grow up,
I'll be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up.
and when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes
when I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I have to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. When I grow up, when I grow up,
all of you terrible children are revolting! You are not fit to be at this school! You ought to be in prison! In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison! I shall have you wheeled out, strapped to a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth! I shall crush you! I shall pound you! I shall dissect you, madam! I shall strap you to a table and perform experiments on you! All of these disgusting little slugs shall suffer the most appalling indignities because of you! Yes! You! I shall feed you to the termites! Then I shall smash the termites into tiny fragments!
Have you ever wondered, well I have, about how we noisily say red? For example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. No, if we are travelling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, then light will still travel away from us at the full speed of light, which is right in a way. But I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind and written, these stories are living to me fully written. Oh, everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting. The noise in my head is incredibly loud, and it just was fixed up. My dad and my mum and the telly and the story stuff just once. I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is life. It's burning inside me when usually fine, but it is in today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning. And suddenly, everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silence. Just a still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, it's not really silence. Just a nice kind of quiet. The sound you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And I am warm. My voice into the eye of the storm.
That was interesting. I think we better go home while we still can. Matilda, would you like to come have some tea with me in my house?
I would love to. Just have to watch.
Matilda, I really think it would be wise.
What? Wanted to over it. Do you think I'm strange?
I'm not going to pretend I know what it is, Matilda, but I don't think it's something to be frightened of. I think it's something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. Well, here we are. This is home sweet home.
Are you poor?
I am very.
Don't they pay teachers very well?
No, they don't actually, but I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but, well, one day I was out walking and I came across this shed. I fell completely in love with it. I asked the farmer to let me live there, but he thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father, he died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became his legal guardian. She was mean and cruel and horrible, like you can hardly imagine. And I got my job as a teacher, and suddenly she presented me with a bill for looking after me all these years. She even produced a document saying that my father had given her his entire house.
Do you really think he did that? Magnus, do you think he just gave her his house?
I don't know, but I find it hard to believe. Just like I cannot believe that he would have done himself in, which is what she said happened.
She didn't even live in Miss Honey.
I cannot say. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman made me pathetic. I was trapped.
Miss Honey, can I tell you a story? Once upon a time, two greatest circus performers in the world. An escapologist who can escape from any law that was ever invented. And an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as if she could actually fly. Fell in love and got married. They performed for the most incredible feat together that anyone has ever seen. And people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was so great that it was said that cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house at the edge of town, and in the evenings they would walk and take the air. And in the night, the children of the town wait in anticipation, hoping for a glimpse of the shiny, white scarf that the acrobat always wore. But then they knew they had only to cry, "Tricks! Tricks!" and the great performer would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show, just for them. But although they loved each other, although they were famous and everyone loved them, they were sad. "We have everything the world has to offer," said the wife. "We do not have the one thing in the world that we want most. We do not have a child." "Patience, my love," the husband replied. "Time is on our side. Even time loves us. But time is the one thing that no one is master of." And as time passed, they grew quite old. And still, they had no child. In the evenings, they listened to the empty silence of their big house and imagined how beautiful it would be they could escape from the inescapable tragedy of their lives. It is called, said the husband, announcing the event to the world's guests who gathered to listen with bated breath. The burning woman, hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair, over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in a cage, and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man. This is our destiny, wife, smiling sadly, slipping her hand to face. Is there alone love? And so, great day arrived. Everything was arranged. Arranged by Acrobat's sister. A frightening woman who used to compete in the Olympics as a class hammer thrower. She loved nothing but to scare the children of the town, and people whispered that in her dark and brooding heart, she resented her sister both for her success and for love. Suddenly, out came the Escapolo dressed in his tights and spangly costume as usual, but there was no sign of the acrobat, and no sign, and instead of the usual fanfare, there was silence as he solemnly strode into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning one, hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair, over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in a cage, has been cancelled! Cancelled because my wife is pregnant! Everyone was so excited for the wife. The trick was forgotten. Forgotten by everyone. That is, the Acrobat's sister. All had quieted down. She stepped forward and produced a contract. A contract you have signed to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall, or off to prison you will go. A contract is a contract is a contract is a contract. They were trapped. And so, they had himself the most dangerous feat that had ever been known to man. Great escapologist had to reach out, catch his wife with one hand, grab the fire extinguisher with the other, and blow out the flames on the specially designed dress. In 12 seconds, before the drawing mate reached and blew his wife's head off! Took sound well. The moment the specially designed dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the action. The crowd held their breath as he hurled over sharks and spiky objects. 1 second! 2 seconds! They watched as the flames crept up on the dress. 3 seconds! 4 seconds! She began to reach out in her arms toward the cage. 5 seconds! 6 seconds! Suddenly the pin locks panged open and the huge chains fell away. 7 seconds! 8 seconds! The escapologist reached out one huge muscled arm to catch his wife and their child. 9 seconds! 10 seconds! 11 seconds! Suddenly, flames are covered in fire before the windows and blowing into pieces. But the story did not have to happen after all. No, maybe it was the child, maybe it was the nurse. The escapologist was just a touch too much fire, and the hand became still. And she died. broke every bone in her body, except for the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great. Love our little girl, she was saying. Love our daughter with everything. She is everything we've ever wanted. And then things got worse. And I'm afraid they did, because the escapades were so kind. They never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what had happened. In fact, he asked to move in and have a look after his daughter. That was nothing but rude to the little girl, making her wash, iron, cook and clean, and beating her if she did a thing wrong. But all was in secret, so that the escapades never suspected. At night, the escapades daughter cried herself to sleep. Alone in her room, she never said one thing about the evil aunt's bully, as she didn't want to cause a fuss. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties. Until one day, she exploded! You are useless! You filthy, nasty little creep! And she beat it and threw her into the dark, dead, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out. The dark night. This boy just happened to come home early. And when he heard the sound of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open!
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I have forgotten the one thing that matters to us most? I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever. Don't cry.
Don't cry, Daddy.
Please don't cry. I am here, little girl.
I'm alright, Daddy.
Please don't cry.
Please don't cry.
Dry your eyes.
Let me
Wipe away your tears, little girl. Forgive me.
Daddy, forgive me.
I didn't mean to desert you.
I didn't mean to upset you. Please, Daddy,
Don't cry, little girl.
Be alright.
Nothing to
I'm sorry. I have
nothing
nothing
to
to
fear. I'm here.
But when the little girl fell asleep, God stopped turned to the acrobat system, as his almighty reign grew inside his great heart.
This demon, this villain, this monster! She has sullied the memory of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious reality of my marriage. Killing children is her game, isn't it? Let us see what this creature thinks she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
That was the little girl
That was the last
ever saw of her father,
ever saw of her father.
because he never came
He
home
never came home
ever
ever again.
again. Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Yes, it is. My father gave it to me before he died. You see, she was...
An actress,
Yes, she was. And my father was a...
an escapologist.
Matilda, how did you know that?
So they were your parents.
What? Who?
People in my story.
Story?
I was making up a story and I thought I was making it up. But it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life!
You seen my life?
She did it in! Let's go to police!
No, we can't. We have to.
We can just tell them!
It won't work, Matilda. It would be my word against hers, and they'll never believe she was capable
But
of...
why? She messed up! Rolls you! She bit
Matilda,
you!
stop. Please.
She locked you into tiny cupboards and threw you into dark cellars! Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer! She killed Magnus! Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Yes. Miss Trench. We have to tell the school children! We have to revolt! We can be alone, like the Smiths was wrong, from everyone and wholeheartedly. We're literally nobody, so we couldn't say it's our own. If it's way at the same time, there's nothing that a trunchbull can do. Take your hammer, and do you think the shoes fall, but there's no going back now. We are the Come on, U.S.I.T. will be R-E-V-O-L-T-I-G. It is too early for you, we are revolting. We are revolting children of the game. Revolting times, we sing revolting songs. You sing revolting lives. We're revolting children till our revolting time. It is too early for you, we are revolting.
Mozart was crazy. He was so crazy. Crazy, I hear. But his music's not crazy. It's balanced, it's nimble, it's crystalline clear. There's harmony, logic, you listen to these. You don't hear his doubts or his debts or disease. You scan through the score and put fingers on keys and you play. And everything else goes away. Everything else goes away. And you play
and me. Come closer, come closer. I am more than memory, I am what might be, I am mystery, you know me, so show me. When I appear, it's not so clear if I'm a simple spirit or I'm flesh and blood. I'm alive, I am so alive, and I feed on the fear that's behind your eyes. I need you to need me is no surprise. I'm alive, I'm so alive, I'm alive. I am flame and I am fire, I am destruction, decay and desire. I'll hurt you, I'll heal you. I'm your wish, your dream come true, and I am your darkest nightmare too. I've shown you, I own you, and though you made me, you can't change me. I'm the perfect stranger who knows you too well. And I'm alive, and I'm so alive, and I'll tell you the truth if you let me try. You're alive, I'm alive, and I'll show you why. I'm alive, I'm so alive, I'm alive, I'm right behind you. You say you forget me, but I remind you. Try to hide, you know that I will find you. Because if you won't grieve me, you won't leave me behind.
My name is Amanda Lee Kraft. This is my audition for Next to Normal. There was a time when I flew higher. Was a time the wild girl running free would be me. Now I see her feel the fire. Now I know she needs me there to share. I know it. All these blank and tranquil years seem safe to dried up all my tears. And while she runs free and fast, seems my wild days are past. I miss the mountains. I miss the dizzy highs, all the manic magic days, and the dark depressing nights. I miss the mountains. I miss the highs and lows, all the climbing, all the falling, all the while the wild wind blows, singing you with snow and soaking you with rain. I miss the mountains. I miss the pain. Mountains make you crazy. Here it's safe and sound. My mind is somewhere hazy. My feet are on the ground. Everything is balanced here and on an even keel. Everything is perfect. Nothing's real. Nothing's real. the air is clear and cuts you like a knife. I miss the mountains. I miss the mountains. I miss my life. I miss my life.
Superboy and the invisible girl, son of steel and daughter of air. He's a hero all over a prince, she's not there. Superboy and the invisible girl, everything a kid ought to be. He's immortal, forever alive, then they're I wish I could fly and magically appear and disappear. I wish I could fly. I'd fly far away from here. Superboy and the invisible girl, he's the one you wish would appear. He's your hero, forever your side. He's not here. I am here. Take a look at the invisible girl. Here she is, clear as the day. Please look closely and find her before she fades